The love and music connection takes you in the right direction. It's Rhyme and Reason 513.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're...
Hey there, Tony here. And picture this for a moment, okay? A middle-aged woman grabs her husband's arm and says, "It must be the dopamine that makes me love this dopamine." Because dopamine plays such a huge part in the love and music connection, right? Well, so it would seem. But love and music don't connect just because of a hormone. I don't know if you knew that or not. And that hormone didn't just magically appear in our human genes, or any other genes for that matter. I mean, it's comical and it's sad how many so-called intellectual studies and so-called scientific studies dive into the mechanics of why love exists. Do you see that irony? Love isn't mechanical, and it's not physical. So mechanics and physics can never explain it. And that's never with a capital Nev. They cannot explain it. And, I almost forgot. Music isn't physical either. What? No. So how and why did love and music evolve? Of course, that's a rhetorical question to illustrate a point, because they didn't. I mean, what evolutionary purpose would love and music serve? I mean, after all, evolution isn't about feelings. And that's another ironic twist, because these days kids are raised in godless schools with the notion that feelings are way more important than logic, and feelings are easy. Logic, it hurts the brain because it feels too much like work. You're making me think over here. Well, if it's not about human evolution, what's it all about, Alfie? Shortest answer? Connection. Even though they're not physical, love and music can connect souls. No, that's not why we have soul music. And I believe God designed us to need that connection. He wants us to have it to each other, and more importantly, to Him. So, yeah, I'm bringing God into the mix yet again, because ultimately, nothing matters on any level if He isn't involved. And I mean, absolutely nothing matters. Not feelings, not logic, and certainly not questions and answers about how we got here and why we're here. But, if you're diametrically opposed to God, or anyone who dare defer to Him, then you just go right ahead with your feelings. And I hope, and I mean this, I hope you have a good, long life. I hope it's awesome for you and you live to be 150. Plus, I hope all your wildest dreams come true. And I hope you're wealthy beyond words, because the time you enjoy all of that will feel like the blink of an eye in your actual existence. And you'll recall these thoughts of mine if somebody who's heard them. Maybe you're in the future and you're listening to these and you're hearing these. If you're going to recall these when you end your life here, by the way, in a place where no dreams and no wealth exist, and there's no chance of ever getting them back. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, okay? Consider this. You can live without God, but not long. And you might think you're right, but you're wrong. If you think you're in control of where your eternal soul will forever reside or belong. And I'm going to drop it right there. Remember to go to TonyFunderburk.com, get yourself a cool t-shirt that says, and you'd have to kind of go through a couple of links there, but TonyFunderburk.com will get you there. Look for merch and get yourself a cool t-shirt that says, "Life has rhyme and reason because God made you."
There's a rhyme